Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Investing and Trading Live. My name is Josh Loquist. Today is the last trading week, not of the week, but the last trading day of the month. Today is August 31st, Thursday to be exact. And today what we're going to do is we're going to do a market overview. We're going to check the winners and losers from yesterday. Yesterday had a pretty, we'll call it, what's a good word for yesterday? We'll call it a nice move to the upside yesterday with equities, and that is continuing to show that trend here today. So we're going to peek at that here today with the S&Ps, the major indexes, some ETFs. Not a whole lot of big movers with ETFs today. Volatility continues to drop, which is why stocks continue to go up. We'll peek at some currency pairs, some opportunities that we had the other day. We'll check and see what's happening with that. Round it out with some stocks and a end of the show. So that being said, the risk is risk in trading and investing. This is for entertainment purposes only, mainly mine, but hopefully you find it entertaining as well. So the S&P 500 yesterday, big move yesterday. We went from about, this is the SPY, went from about 442 and a half, all the way up to 440, almost 449. So big move with the S&P 500 yesterday, which would be Wednesday. Currently at 451, so showing that strength and continuing. I'm sorry, market's not even open yet. That was Tuesday. Yesterday we had an increase as well, but it was from 449 to 451. We are going to see a gap up. So the market, my mistake, the market is not open yet. So it is 8:16 Central Time here. I've been in many different time zones here the last couple of weeks. I'll be in Eastern Time Zone again. So I've been a little off of my timing here. So yes, we are before the market opened. Currently, market looks to open around 451.80 if it stays where it's at right now. So we're looking to gap up a little bit. That's the same story with the Dow Jones. Yesterday, the Dow Jones was up on the day. It gapped up, had a good move up, but retraced and gave back a lot of those gains toward the last. Well, actually, it gapped straight down and then kind of was sideways yesterday. So closing near the open yesterday, but looking to gap up higher than where it hit yesterday. So we're in a current supply zone, kind of a messy one. But it is a supply zone at that. So Dow Jones looking to gap up and open to 350.94, almost 351. The NASDAQ, so yesterday the NASDAQ had the same story as the S&P 500, very similar candle, opening, just going down just ever so slightly, and then closing close to the high of the day on Wednesday. But yet today it's going to open right around same price. So not much of a gap on the NASDAQ today, opening up as it's showing right now, looking right around 376.86, which is exactly where the close was yesterday. So that could change over the next 15 minutes, but I wouldn't foresee a whole lot of change in that time frame. The Russell, same story. This one actually gapped down, but showed major strength on the day and closed high on the day. Not all the way to the highs, but near the highs. And the open is going to be gapping up just ever so slightly, probably about 30-40 cents. So we'll continue to monitor that. Other notables on ETFs, XLE continuing. Boy, just continuing to show strength. The same thing with oil. They're both going to be gapping up pretty good. Gapping up about $1 as far as USO, which is going to be about 1%. And XLE gapping up just under $1. So probably 80.8% of a gap up. So just continuing to show strength. So inflation is still there as jobs are slowing, which is what they're trying to do. Inflation is, energy is still going up. That's the thing we got to buy. Financials, they're going to be gapping up. So the majority of the market ETFs are going to be gapping up. Consumer staples not going to gap up. Utilities will. Materials will. Mining, that's going to open up exactly the same. Silver down a little bit. So let's go into the VIX, which is the volatility index. This one is going to open right at the close of yesterday, but still in that strong downtrend for about 7 to 8 days here. Gold. So gold is up on the day so far. So this is going to be a futures contract that runs 24, well, not 24/7, 23/6.5, we'll call it. But it'll show the gold and silver market. Gold actually gapping up just a little bit on the day, but currently at 1,944.50. Silver down on the day, so inversely correlated. Currently at 24.59. Yeah, $24.59. So let's get into Bitcoin. A little scary move for Bitcoin. This one down just a little bit. So that's 2 days down in a row after the big jump when Grayscale had some good news and won their lawsuit against the SEC. So Bitcoin currently at $27,205 per Bitcoin. HNT up on the day. Way to go, HNT. Currently at $1.63, down from the highs. Bigly is what they like to call it. Let's go to some stocks. Apple, not a major move here. Nvidia, opening at the same area as the close as yesterday. Tesla, same thing. So the equities are moving a little bit. They're going to gap up and down a little bit, but the stocks are not as much. Yeah, all the major household names pretty much opening right around the closing price of yesterday. So we have UPS finally showing some strength. We had some banter on that, but hitting the exact, it's just amazing. The exact lows from June and May. So it's hit 3 times. I doubt that'll hit again. It will probably go lower if that's the case, but really showing strength off that same area. Interesting. Currently at $172.70, going to be gapping up about 70 cents on the day, 69 the way it looks. Intel gapping down just a little bit. Qualcomm down. So yeah, not big moves. Lowe's had some strength the last 2 days, going from about $222.50 all the way up to $230, which over the last couple days here, it's been about a 3% retracement back up. So that one continuing to show strength after the last 5 months or so, since April. American Airlines, Target continuing a little bit of strength after the debacle there, but we are still liking this to the downside to about $110 per share. Upstart still in that demand zone that we talked about. So this demand zone still holding. Currently at $33.33. Nike showing some more strength after the lows. And same as Dick's Sporting Goods, that'll gap up just a little bit. Down the last 2 days, though. And rounding out these stocks, Coinbase after the big move the other day, going to be gapping, opening up roughly about the same price as it was yesterday. So that rounds out your stocks. We had a couple currency pairs, one being the Japanese yen, the dollar yen. This one back down to our entry. So for those of you that are trading the dimes, that one went back down to the entry. Still a good trade. Aussie dollar hit our target, I believe, yesterday. Yep, so that was in the wait and see mode. The dollar Swiss franc currently with a short bias, wait and see mode. We're going to wait until we get a close below 86.75 or we get up to 89.26 to have any action with the dollar Swiss franc. The Swiss beats. Aussie yen, bullish bias, hit our target 2 days ago. New Zealand yen, we're waiting to see what happens there. And the New Zealand dollar, also waiting to see what happens there. So we have a couple opportunities that are still in play with the currency market. So let's peek at the news. I know we looked at it yesterday. But I don't think there was a couple notables. I think we have non-farm payrolls. We have unemployment claims today at 8:30. So expected to drop to 2. So the forecast is Oh, I might. No wonder. Okay. So unemployment claims have already happened, and they had dropped. So the raising in the interest rates is continuing to work. Oh, sorry. Unemployment claims. Forecast was 236,000, and the actual was 228,000. So unemployment claims went down. No other major notable news today. Tomorrow, we'll try to get either a market open tomorrow or a market recap by the end of Friday. If we don't do that, we'll do it on Saturday. Tomorrow, we got non-farm employment change, the unemployment rate, average hourly earnings month over month, and the GDP for Canada tomorrow. Those are to be some movers. So for those of you trading the Canadian dollar, tomorrow at 8:30, I think this is Eastern time. Let's see my settings here. Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, I am on Eastern time. No wonder. So we got to go back to Central time. That's why everything has been off with the traveling I've been doing. Because the unemployment claims, I knew those came out at 7:30, but it said 8:30. So that's kind of funny. All right. Well, that rounds out your day here. One thing I want to note here. So it's the central bank rates. Currently, the New Zealand dollar at 5.5%. The USD at 5.5%. Great Britain at 5.25, Canadian dollar Canada at $5 or 5%, Europe at 4.25, Australia at 4.1, Swiss at 1.75, and the Japanese still at that negative 0.1. So that's been there for many. I don't know how many, if it's been many years to my knowledge. So those are your central bank rates. So interest rates. They're talking about pausing them again with jobs slowing down. It's been working, so are they going to pause them and can that be a change, or will they go back up again? Who knows, but we'll never know until old Jerome Powell comes out and makes his announcement. So and then really talks about it in his speech afterwards. So that being said, we'll do a show tomorrow. It will be either a morning market update or a Friday market recap to recap the winners and losers of the week. That being said, always collect your profits when they are given to you and protect your losses when they are small. Until next time, retire young, my friends.